Alright guys, so today on Wartime News, some of the stuff that I've kind of talked about a little bit, I've gone over the TNT stuff that I was working on the last video. I'm going to go more about those in another video. I'll bring out the Bangalores that I've made, but over here that we're talking about now, there's some signs that I made for reenactments. Some of the stuff I have sold to friends, families, just a little bit of everything. Enemy territory. It's kind of hard to tell, but these, some of these with the house paint that I've used, kind of with the varnish, little, I can kind of see here. This is an old shelf that I cut apart, but I used it with the house paint and varnish, and this is kind of makes it like a yellowish tint. I like it and hate it at the same time. I like it because it makes it look older, but I hate it because I want it to at least look dingy, or I like it to look dingy, but I at least want to keep it to... So, I got Tan, I got some of my 5th Ranger signs. The fancy one there is a German sign. It's hospital this way, pretty much. Lafayette, and some of the stuff I've kind of gone over a little bit in another video with TNT, but I want to actually pull them out while I still had some daylight and go over the stuff. I got some aid station, field hospital, mines, Captain Normandy, Tan. I wish it was 2 miles that way. I'd go there right now. Minefield ahead. Got 5th Rangers Fox Company. Now I do have other ones of these as well, of the Fox Company. I have some Fox Company, Dog Company ones as well. And there's quite a bit of signs that I have here that are not out, just some that I've sold over the years. I have a Bastogne one that I did. It's similar to like the Tan one, but it has all the way around Bastogne, just like they had in Bastogne. So you can kind of see. Now, I tried making them as legit as possible to the T. The only thing is, when I made it, these ones, there's a 1/2 inch right here where my finger is. That mark, the black line, is supposed to go all the way around. I didn't know that until after these ones were already made. However, when I got to the German one, German ones were one-sided. Tan one, the Saint Emiri de Mott, that one is on front and back. German ones are front side. And then I have Company D. Now this is 5th Ranger Battalion. Got your cross pit rifles. Takes a lot of time, and a lot of these are up for sale. Leave me a comment if you guys want one for an event, a reenactment, anything in that nature. Just let me know. I will do what I can. And like, if you're looking at like something like this, doesn't take the longest to work up, but when you get into more details, like this is all dry brushed, then varnished, and it, to make it look aged, sometimes does take a little bit of time. Some of this stuff is all stencil work, and some of it is all done by hand. So definitely, you know, let me know what you want to work with, what you're looking for. I have tons of stuff that I'm trying to work on to make, and some of the stuff that I have ideas on doing, just let me know. I'll definitely do more down the road. So, like I said, these are some of the signs that I got. Some aid station, field hospital, so you guys got a medical unit. This is the only German sign that I have ever made, but I am willing to do more. Now, I do have some other signs that I will post, I believe, photos of once I can find them that I've done. I just don't have them because I've given them to friends and don't have the actual sign with me anymore. I can do stuff from pictures. As you can get as many pictures as you can, I can go off of that and go from there. Now, with these signs, like I said, I try to make them as authentic as I can. Try to find original photos and make everything to a T, or at least, you know, they're moving in the field as fast as they can. They have a field hospital, or if you guys watch the show MASH, they make whatever they can on a piece of wood, and hey, here's your hospital now, and go from there. So I'm trying to do a little bit more different events and stuff like that. Other Ranger ones that I have done, I've done like a company HQ, I've done Easy Company, Baker Company, Dog, Fox, a Mortar Pool, Company HQ. One of the people who run the biggest D-Day event that I go to, I made one for her Jeep. She calls her Jeep Speedy. So I made Speedy's parking only, all different kinds of signs, and I will definitely make some more. But right now I'm working on the TNT stuff. I do have Bangalores that I have done over the years. I'm going to do that in another video with more of the TNT stuff and kind of how I do the fuses and all different kinds of stuff like that as well. Some of the other stuff that I have done and restored, I have 2 World War II field lockers here. Both of these are original, including a third one that I have. One of these has my first and last name on it, and I believe also has my grandfather's serial number when he was in the service. So I made it as to the T as I can to give me like more meaning to the heart for doing it. There's actually one of my other signs that I forgot to grab. Post exchange. Actually got one of those. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. That was the last one. But so with these footlockers, I don't plan on selling either one of these. However, I do have both of these 2 restored, and the third one here, I don't have it restored at all. I do have some lacy photos of a good friend in there. She does a lot of pinup models and stuff like that. Not gonna open that up just yet, plus I got a lot of stuff on top of it. Messy garage. Planning on cleaning it out sometime soon. Got my 50 cal can here. And I also have a Marmite can with some old chairs. Now the Marmite can was for hot foods. However, I use it for our events. Even though it was made for hot foods, it does very good work for a cooler. Still has the original oil or O-ring around it, and with that ring it also has a few different things as well. So it's always a good feature to have that for events, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt to load the thing around. So I'm going to do some more videos here. I'm probably going to do some more either tomorrow or probably next week. The next video that's going to cut off to this will be more of the TNT and also more of the Bangalores that I have set up. And I'll go into more depth with those kind of stuff as the more I start building them. If you guys want to see a build or video of how I build them, either one of them from start to finish, let me know. Leave a like in the comments. Like I said, just let me know. And if you guys do want in the market, want to buy any of this kind of stuff, let me know as well. I'll definitely work on prices for you. I've sold smaller stuff like this for like 25 bucks, maybe 30. The German one is definitely like 50 to 60 just because of everything I have to go into doing that. And that whole thing is a whole stencil and hand drawn out there. The Ranger ones are not. This is all hand done. The mines, the skull and crossbones, Jesus, are all hand done as well, along with both of these as well. Both of these are all hand done. The Rangers, that's one whole thing, is one massive stencil that we had to officially make. This is all done by scratch. The arrow, if you can kind of tell, does not play out. I have another board to cut a whole new one, but it's a pain in the butt. This is a thicker board, and like I said, it does go all the way around. I love that blue paint on that. And then, like I said, the Ranger ones, all of it's all stencil except for the Ranger diamond itself. That actually is just hand done. So, like I said, if you guys want to take a look at any of these or more, let me know if you guys have a favorite one. I am definitely up for a challenge to make ones. No, I don't want to try to do anything Russian because that's a pain in the butt. but I will definitely take it a whack at more German ones, and anything else that you guys have in mind, definitely let me know. Like I said, leave a like and comment in the descriptions. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. If you guys want to see a start to finish build of the TNT or the Bangalores, it's going to be in probably patched up or tacked on with this video as well to make it longer. Let me know. So like I said, leave a like and comment. You guys want to see more stuff, just bear with me. I'm trying to get into more dabbling with things. August is our biggest D-Day event. You guys will have a lot of coverage, a lot of video from that. So please stay in touch, stay tuned. Love you guys. Also, like I said in the last video as well, June is the highest men's suicidal rate month. Call your friends. Call your brother. I don't care if you guys were brothers 10 months ago in school. You guys call yourselves friends. You guys call yourself brothers. Definitely look out for people. Too much, this world is too short to leave people on bad terms, to hate your neighbor, to hate anything like that. Be there for a friend. Let them vent. Give them a hug. Give them a drink. Sit down with them. Let them vent. Let them talk. Life's too short, guys. Alright. I love you guys. Love everybody who watches this. Thank you for keeping in touch with me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love and the support with doing this. Definitely will do everything I can to keep doing more videos and posting more. I'll go from there. Thank you, guys. Alrighty, guys. So, this is day 2 of working on my TNT blocks with these. Like I said before, these are the 1-pounders. I got them all painted green with that army green paint that I did last time. The holes I have drilled just have this something mocked up as a little detonator or like a little fuse. The hole and the piece of copper or the piece of brass here is both a 1/4 inch, so you can easily just slide them on in. The black this is just a piece of rawhide shoelace. Makes it a lot easier for a fuse. Some of them I have them glued in, some of them I just have loose enough where they are easy enough to pull out. So all I'm doing now with these are all done, ready to go. So I'm just spraying them with this flat crystal clear coating. Like I talked about in the last video, brung out of Bangalore. Now I have 4 of these made. This is all made out of PVC. Now, normal Bangalores were made out of 20 gauge steel. They were 5 feet long, but each one of these would weigh up to 10 pounds. I can't remember what the chemical was in it, but it was like 1 part like nitroglycerin or amethol, and then it was all filled as one long thing. Now it is a little scuffed up because it just fell off the bench here, but that's all it is. Just a little piece of PVC pipe, and what I have on the extra ones is a cup link that I can attach multiple ones together. In a crate, there was about 10 to 20 of them that came in one thing. These, like I said, these were made out of metal. They had different clips on the ends to snap them together. But just like in Saving Private Ryan, Torpedo Bangalore, that's what they were using. That's what they were digging underneath the sand and sliding in. And so they had multiple different types of fuses, different aspects. They're actually still using military Bangalores to this day. Different style, but just about the same. Each one of them had enough explosives to use as booby traps, clearing minefields, barbed wire, multiple different access. Just like I clearing the obstacles at D-Day, they had multiple ones taped together, or connected together, slid under the entrenchment or the wall, and blew up the entire barbed wire and the hills so that the Rangers in Saving Private Ryan can storm the beach. So I'm just going to spray these up, get these all ready to go. There's some fuzz on this one. Yeah, well, I'm just out here enjoying this nice, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Kind of hiding in the shade a little bit. But just give these nice, good coating. And like I said, if you guys want to do or see more of me making this kind of stuff, let me know. Hit me either give me a like, give me a comment, something in the comment section so that I at least know. I mean, there's other stuff down the road I want to make. I was talking to one of my buddies the other day, and the conversation started up of possibly making a German Panzerfaust or Panzerschreck out of some PVC, kind of like how I have the Bangalore over here. It's doable. It looks like it can be done. Oh, I was right downwind on that one. It looks possible. I'm not opposed to it whatsoever, so I'm definitely going to do something similar. I have a modern 105 howitzer crate. I plan on modifying it a little bit to either look more World War II than modern. I saw some other YouTubers that I follow that has made like some German boxes, a Panzerschreck and stuff like that. So there's different things that I have ideas of that I may try down the road. But so with, like I said, with the Bangalore, this is all just straight PVC. This all right here can pop right off. Like I said, it did just fall off this thing, so it did take a little bit of a beating. Perfectly fine. They're made to be beaten up. I use them for my training events. But, I mean, this one is at least as lighter than all the other ones. But this is all hand done. All this spray paint, all this green was the same spray paint that I use for pretty much everything else that's green, military-wise. I had to sand this whole thing down, rough it up, put a bonding agent on it, and then spray this whole thing down. Once I did that, I did the same clear coating on it to hopefully keep it nice and protected. Somewhat. So, it is, like I said, all hand done. I get stencils made. There's a place here in my town that makes the stencils as close as they can. Some of the stuff has to be adjusted a little bit, so we do what I can. But that's what we have here. Torpedo Bangalore M1A1 Lot AP 383-5-44. Give these a little bit more time to dry. I mean, this coating hits it pretty good. So I just do about 2-3 coatings on one side, all the way around as much as I can. And then once that's nice and hardened, I just rotate these and flip them over and do the other side. Now, I plan on doing as many videos as I can. I'm trying to start pushing myself to do more. I definitely am going to have to find somebody else to help hold the camera. I'm doing this myself right now. But when I do other events, I have a helmet cam that I have kind of set up for my reenactments during the big events. But some stuff I'm going to have find somebody who can help me edit photos or videos, and also help me hold the camera and get stuff angled correctly. So I am trying to do a little bit more with the YouTube stuff. Please bear in mind with me. I'm still doing this all without having anybody assist me. Still trying to make sure I get this all as good as I can with what I have to work with. I mean, I do have a few GoPros and digital cameras and stuff like that, but nothing high-end like some of your higher-end YouTubers. I thought about maybe doing some drones. There are some events that we could really use some good drone shots. However, trying to do the battles and try to do a drone shot might be difficult. There's some that I'm keeping my eyes out on. So, get that all squared away. Let these dry a little bit more. Be right back with you, folks. But, yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys have any questions on anything, anything more you want to see of either my reenacting collection, stuff that I've picked up over the years, other weapons, I do have 2 more weapons that I'm going to do some gun videos on down the road. This is actually probably the nicest day that we've had in the last couple days. and dealing with some other stuff. Like I said, June is males suicide month. Please, 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 please reach out to your friends. Talk to them. Make sure they're doing good. I don't care if it's a coworker. Sometimes people are going through some shit and they just need someone to talk to. So please reach out to your guys' friends, your coworkers, your buddy. He's that weird guy who eats glue in the corner. Say hi to him. That hi might make his day, make his month, his year, something. I'm not saying you guys got to reach out to every single person, but the more you guys talk to your friends, your family, you got a friend who's going through some stuff, just talk to them. Having an ear to hear or somebody to listen makes it go a long way. Being there to talk to them. Don't have to give them the advice of the century, but letting them vent helps a long ways. So this puts a nice little shine on these. Nice little coating. So I just flip them over. And then I just get these bottom ones here, and then sometimes I'll just make another pass around it. Maybe I might have missed another spot or two. With this stuff being clear, it's kind of hard to see, but I kind of try to go as heavy as I can, just in case. Now, with the dynamite box that I have in the house, like I said, I'm trying to do more with it. Some of these do not have holes cut in them just because I'm using them as displays purposes and strictly displays only. If I do more with this stuff down the road, that's great. There's other stuff that I got to go through and figure out how I want to have stuff set up and go from there. Now, while I'm out here, while I got this stuff drying, I told you guys before, I do have that Marmite can. That is that Marmite can. Now, it is dated 54. This is after war. But nice solid piece of metal, or I'm sorry, I believe aluminum. Now they would have in compartments inside of these for like the hot foods to keep everything nice and hot. I actually still have water in here and it's actually still pretty cold. Which is surprisingly, I had to fill this with ice not that long ago. But this is honestly what they look like. I picked this up at one of my events. The absolute best purchase I've ever made at one of my reenacting events. I cannot do this one-handed. That's good enough. And then I have 5 of the old 1940s chairs. A couple of them came from an estate sale and, an antique store. One came from an actual old church. Next video that I do, I am going to discuss more of these Army footlockers. Like I said, I have 3 of them. This is every which way original. I have not touched this up since I've had it. All the hinges, all the bolts, pins, ding, everything is still original on this, except for the stuff I have inside. I have some axes, a half shelter, a few other stuff inside this one. The other ones I do not. Like I said, you can see these are all been touched up. Some of them still have some nicks that I gotta work on, but they've all been redone. One of these does have U.S. Army or just U.S. on it. The other one has my personal information, which is not really personal, just my first and last name, and has my grandfather's serial number. So it makes it a little bit personal. Stuff for my uniform I have made is some Class A uniforms. And once I have those finished, I'm actually bought an original 65th Infantry patch that was his unit in the service. I found an original one at the Show of Shows in Kentucky. Once I get my uniform jackets, I'll probably do a video of setting that whole thing up. But it's going to mean a lot to me by putting on an original patch onto that uniform to try to reset up his Class A uniform, which tracking his stuff back has been a very, very tedious task and headache, because he has medals that don't make sense, places and letters that we found from previous units and stuff like that has been very difficult to find and track down. The other fun stuff about it is, though, that you hear more of the stories. You hear people who knew him, you hear what they thought of him, stuff like that, and it just makes it so much fun hearing the stories about your grandfather. But I know a lot of times, since he's no longer with us, he really did not talk about the stuff that he's seen in the service. His unit was in charge. They were under Patton's 3rd Army. They were what they called the spearhead of the battle axe, which, if one of these videos, I will pull out one of the battle axes. There's 2 different units called the 65th. One was a Puerto Rican unit, or it looks like an Iron Cross, but the unit was still called the 65th. The 65th Infantry that my grandfather was part of Patton's 3rd Army. They are responsible for clearing out, I believe it was Mauthausen, or Mauthausen. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, which one it was. But they cleared out the concentration camps. So I can understand the stuff my grandfather doesn't want to talk about, the stuff that he's seen. I know me and my mother went to Washington not that long ago, and when we did, the Holocaust Museum in D.C. still has an actual train car from Auschwitz. I recommend, if you guys ever go see that, please do not eat anything prior, because the smells that you will still smell are not the greatest. I mean, my mother unfortunately did that when we went. We had food just before we went in. We had to come back another day to finish the tour. So that should be my last coat for these. But yeah, I will probably maybe see what I have invested into these, maybe to sell some of these stuff down the road. If any of my friends or other friends of reenacting want to purchase these, shoot me a comment in the leave me a comment in the description. I'll talk to you. I'll send you some personal information. We can talk then. Like I said, these are easy enough to do. I just have glued in the rawhide shoelace, and I got these from a shoe cobbler who's a very good friend of mine. And then I just had these trimmed at the hardware store, because the way I was doing it with my pipe cutter did not like me at all. So, but I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys like what you see, please hit me a like and subscribe. If you guys like the videos, pass them out. Get other people to subscribe. I'm trying to do, like I said, as much as I can. We're counting down the days to the biggest event of the year. And like I said, you guys will be absolutely blown away when you guys see as much stuff. There are tanks, planes. We might have paratroopers jumping in as we do our battle. There's so much to expect. I'm going to try to leave a link in the description below of a good D-Day video to watch. Look online. If you guys want to show up to it, I will be there all day long. There are other YouTubers that come, veterans, all different kinds of people that show up. There's about 15,000 reenactors, and last year we had about 75,000 spectators come to watch. I'll leave a link in the description below if I can when I go to post this up. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm starting to be new with like showing what the stuff that I build. More stuff will come up later on. If you guys want to see more gun videos, please smash that like button. Give me some comments out there. Let me know. See you guys next time. Peace.